everyone. I'm Jeannie Peters, the Nutrition Director here at the Nourishing Wellness Medical Center with a real quick tip for you about how to create a fabulous salad that will hold you for several days. It's one of my favorites and I've been doing it for several weeks now, so I want to pass it along to you. I start off with this already prepared salad mix from Trader Joe's called this Cruciferous Crunch. It's a great combination of several of my favorite cruciferous vegetables. So it includes kale and Brussels sprouts and broccoli and green cabbage, and then it puts in a little bit of extra red cabbage, so it's got a lot of nice color. And as a nutritionist, one of the reasons why I love cruciferous vegetables and encourage you to get at least one source every week is because these are natural anti-cancer fighters. They're also chock full of lots of great sulfur-containing amino acids that really help to fight many diseases. So it's just a great basic. So I usually take a whole bag and I make up a big salad for several days. And what I notice is that it's already been pre-chopped for you, which is kind of fun. So, but I like to go ahead and just cut it up a little bit more so it's more in bite-sized pieces. And one of the reasons I love this salad that I'm going to show you is because it'll stay well in your refrigerator for several days without going bad. In fact, it actually gets better. Now, I like color. I'm a big believer that if we can get more colors from the rainbow, the better. So I'm going to show you how to add 3 other things to it. If you happen to see beets sometimes in the bin like this, you could just grate them in. I pre-wash these, but you don't need to take the extra time to peel them, and you just go ahead and grate them. And beets add a lot of earthy flavor. They're slightly sweet, so this kind of the bitterness of these greens will be balanced by the sort of sweeter flavors of the beets. And then another one just for color that I like to add is carrots, and these just happen to be kind of, I don't even bother, I just rinse them and I don't bother to even, take them and peel them. I just put them in just like this. And so now I've got 3 different colors in here, which you could chop up, but this is just a fast way of doing it, and it stays and holds up really nicely. A couple other things that you could add in here that are fast and quick would be your parsnips or turnips. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. And then I might just do this real quickly, is just to chop them up. Okay, so you got lots of color throughout. And then we're going to dress it. So I'm going to show you just a really easy way, a couple of dressings that I love a lot, because it works really well at this in the springtime. I use either sesame oil, and this is, I love this because it's a cold pressed sesame oil and it's unfiltered. It's got really great taste. So if you can find a sesame oil, ideally that's organic, that's terrific. If not that, then I oftentimes just like to just use some kind of a virgin olive oil. Today I'm going to use the sesame. And sesame oil works really well with bright acidic flavors. So let's first just go ahead and just pour in a little bit of the sesame oil around. And then to balance it, I could use any one of these bright acidic flavors. So I make my own vinegar, so even though it says rice vinegar, in here is actually a strawberry herbal vinegar. If you're interested, I'll be glad to share with you my recipe. Or I use a ponzu sauce, which is basically just citrus with just a little bit of salt in here. So it's real fast sometimes when you don't want to bother having to make add a lot of extra ingredients. So I'll use either the ponzu or just a light rice vinegar. Rice vinegar typically is a lot less acidic than your standard balsamic or apple cider vinegar. It's got a lot less acidity. So you can put that in. And this has a little bit of sugar that's added to it to balance. But honestly, if you wanted to, I've got some limes here, even though this looks like a tangerine. This is a really amazing lime. And I'm just going to put the lime in and just use a little way to filter some of this seeds out. And I'm going to put another one in here so we've got plenty of strong, bright, zesty flavors. All right. And if I wanted to, I could just add just a dash of this ponzu sauce. Then if you wanted to, you can taste this and see, but if you feel like it needs just a pinch of sea salt, you can just put a little bit of that in. Or if you were looking for just something really quick, this is a really fun ingredient that we like a lot. It's called gamasio. It's put out by Eden. It's a combination of seaweeds, seaweeds which include dulse and nori, and then it's got some sesame seeds and a small amount of sea salt. And this combination I just love. I love just to get the crunch of the sesame seeds. So I'll just pop that in. Or I might, when I'm marketing, I look for sesame seeds just because they just, again, they add a little color and some crunch, so I'll put some of those in. And sesame seeds are great. Any of you that are over 35 or 40 and concerned about gray hair, get your sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are great for being able to offset some of the graying of hair, so that's well known. You just toss this up, and this will stay really well in your refrigerator, and it gets better over time. And then what I usually do is I'll put it into a container, and then during the week I just use this with a little bit of protein that I might have left over, maybe some leftover salmon or chicken, and you've got a great salad just either with the protein or by itself. One last ingredient that I like to put in, if you've got sesame seeds, like we just mentioned, or today I've been sprouting some sunflower seeds. So I'll teach you how to sprout in another edition, but you're adding a lot of great quality protein, and the crunch of the vegetables along with the bright flavors and the little bit of the kind of nuttiness of those sesame seeds and nuts makes for a great salad. So enjoy this, and I'll see you at another edition of Nourishing Wellness Tips.